Let me bring up my notes here. All right. So, just a quick recap. Tunes and Komodo, they used a firebrand as an excuse to get into the school.
Yeah.
And once they were able to get some information, they found out that where their next target was in the combat zone. And so they met up with a local solo by the name of Knuckles. They found out that the school was doing something with children from single families and that Biotechnica was involved. Additionally, they found an old satellite office that was a drop point where they had some combat, and Toons found something horrific on a data chip. Toons was so distraught that she began walking aimlessly, upset, inconsolable, as she just began to walk. And that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah.
And so we pick back up. The streets of the combat zone are eerily quiet. There is the sound of a city off in the distance, and there's sounds of neon signs coming to life, some clinging to life, some grasping for life. The smell of trash is heavy in the air, a mixture of things left best unsaid, with the overpowering smell of decaying meat. The alleyway that they're walking opens up to the back of a building. Toons is trying to hold herself together. She is distraught, and all she says is, "I want to go to the last round," on the verge of tears.
Okay. We'll go to the last round. Knuckles, you're coming with.
Yeah, how are we gonna get there? You got a number to, like, combat cab or something?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. And Komodo pulls out her agent.
Okay.
She's gonna call for a combat cab.
Alright. Well, combat cab says, "Yeah, I can come pick you up, but you're gonna need to come to this location." And the location is one block north of where you're at. And he says he'll be there in 10 minutes.
All right. Hey, dudes. I'll be here in 10 minutes, and then we'll be on the way to the last round. Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
We'll talk about it there.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
How is Knuckles doing? Is he seem perplexed?
He's got his eyes just kind of looking around. He's kind of looking at Toons like, okay, whatevs. But for the most part, he's kind of looking around because he knows that you guys are in bozo territory.
Yeah. So he's doing his job.
Yes.
Cool. Perfect. Alright, Mono just relays the same information to him. They're gonna move north.
Okay.
There's the combat cab.
Alright, let me go ahead and bring up our first map. All right. As you begin to walk from, just go ahead, reset everything. All right. As you can see, as you guys walk out of this alley, the smell of the the smell of trash is just pervasive, but it's beginning to lighten up. Is now you have the smell of stale alcohol and fish. As you can see that the building that you guys are walking up behind is an old. At one point, this could have been a bar. This could have been a hangout. Maybe it still is a bar, but there's also this pervasive feeling that you're not alone.
Knuckles.
Yeah, what you need?
I get the same feeling I am right now.
Like we're about to get fucked in the ass.
You said it.
Yeah, well, I just kind of live that way.
Alright. Proceed with caution.
Yeah. I think, why don't you do this? Why don't you ladies stay behind me and, hopefully we can get, up this block without, getting our shit pushed in. 'Cause we're in bozo territory.
Cool. Sounds good to me. Fall back to me if anything happens to you. I am the medic, so.
Alright. Good to know. Alright.
You won't stay permanently hurt if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, what was that?
You won't stay permanently hurt if I have anything to say about it.
Ah, good, 'cause, I hate being a bullet sponge. But it pays well.
Yeah. Well, let's try and make sure you don't take any bullets.
All right. So, as this unfolds, but as this, is you can hear the soft kind of the sounds of someone trying to that knows they're in no place to fight, but knows that they have to pull themselves together. Is the sound coming from from beside you? As Toons is trying her best to hold herself together.
Mel places a hand on her shoulder and just gives it a squeeze. Don't think about it. Move forward. North. Keep that word in your head. Don't think about anything else. North. So,
Okay. We can do this.
north.
North.
Yep. North. Let's go. Or is that Knuckles? That's Knuckles.
Yeah, that's Knuckles. And you should be able to move. Yep. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And from the sound of neon to the sound of the city in the background, this is the combat zone. There is, like, off in the distance, you can hear, like, maybe a half mile away, just this rip of automatic gunfire.
Okay.
Answered back with, even more automatic gunfire. You know that this area, the cops don't come. Night City Police Department, if they come out here, the only people that come out here is MaxTac. And that's usually just to put down a cyber psycho and leave. Out here in the combat zone, the law is whoever shoots first and deadliest. But in the distance, you can hear the horrible sound of voracious laughter echoing off the buildings. And Knuckles, he throws a hand up really quick to get you guys to stop as he flicks the safety off of his rifle and kind of points down, and he's like, "Them fuckers are here."
All right. Komodo is going to pull out her. She has a rifle.
Shotgun.
As well.
Yeah, right. She does have a rifle.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's going to pull out the Ronin.
Okay.
It has a bit more range.
All right.
And then she's just going to stop with tunes. What formation do you want us to take?
Well, you look capable. I look capable. Your friend there, I think either we shove her in that dumpster back there and come back and get her, or she stays like really close to you. She looks to you and she gives you a thumbs up, and she pulls out her heavy pistol.
Okay. She's gonna stay with me.
All right. Whatever happens, let's do this. Okay.
Sounds good.
And with that, and he kind of moves up here, and he's like, he says, "Oh yeah, look at that. There's 3 of them fuckwads. What's up, you faggy clown boys?" And with that, let's roll some initiative.
All right. Which die am I using again?
Okay, so, oh wait, hold on a second. Let me just float right over here. We'll just come right back over here. Okay, so here are your 10-sided dice. All right. Your initiative is... Let's just take a quick look at that. You would think I would have this stuff, memorized by now. But sometimes... Alright, and your initiative is your reflex plus 1d10. Okay, let's just take it here. Ooh.
What the hell?
Hold on just one second.
Oh no. What did I do?
Okay. Well, you know what? I can easily fix that. Hold on just one second.
I was just trying to get the stuff back over to my face.
So, okay. Let me just do something here real quick. Let's just move you right there. Move you right there. Move you right there.
My bad, Scott.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's my fault for not locking the board.
I didn't know that would happen. I was just... I don't even know what happened. Like...
Oh, sometimes this thing can be just a little temperamental,
Mm-hmm.
but
Ah, okay.
it can be just a little temperamental. It's all right. Like, so you notice things just didn't quite load right, or something's not quite right. We'll be okay though.
Yeah,
We're gonna be just fine.
I'll be okay.
Okay, let's go there. It's 2, so. Alright. Character, you are on a 17. Okay. He's gonna go on. Okay, so he's gonna put. Let's just adjust his stats really quick. He's got there, that. Reflexes is 8.
Oh,
11 plus 2 more is 13. That's alright. Let's do her roll. She's gonna get a -5, which puts her actually at a 6. Okay, and then they've got a reflex of 6, 16, and 8. All right. And here we go. Okay. All right. So, with an initiative of 17, start us off.
all right. He is going to aim at this bozo.
Okay, hold on, just
See.
let's see. That one. Okay, hold on just 1 second. That's going to be a far shot.
Okay.
In which okay, so that's going to be a far shot in which the difficulty hold on just 1 second. Everything I've got, you would think I would have that pulled up by now. Okay, let me bring that over here. And you're using your assault rifle?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so that is going to be I need you to get off the screen, man. Okay, so
Cutting out of it.
oh. Sorry, how about now?
Much better.
Yeah. I got my mic in a just tighten stuff down. Keep things where I want it to be. All right. So that is okay, so that is going to be that's going to be 50 yards. That is going to be a difficulty value of 13. So I need you to roll your shoulder arms plus. That's going to be. That's going to be. Let's see, range combat is. Yep. Your reflex plus your shoulder arms plus 1d10. And I need that to be 13 or higher.
Reflex plus shoulder arms.
Yep.
Okay. That's 14 days.
Yep. And then you can just add a d10 on top of that.
So 18.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And that's 5d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you need some more d6s, just let me know. Hold on just 1 second. Fuck.
So that's 18.
18, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Which is perfectly fine. Let me just come here. I just need to. Okay. On him. Right, so that is a. You said 13?
18.
18?
Yep.
And. Okay. That is. Goes down to 8. All right. Your as your bullet hits his it hits his body armor. It does. You can tell he's like, oh, as you know, the shot rings out. He does stop just for a second. You can see it's just he's taking a little bit of a slider, a little bit of a smaller step, but he's hurt, but not out of the fight.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Other than that, she's just going to move over to the corner of this building.
Okay.
Near Knuckles, but behind them to give students a bit more cover.
Okay. All right. That same one. He's gonna go move here, here. All right, and hold on just 1 second.
I like tabletop gaming because it's kind of goes at its own pace.
Yep. All right. And he is gonna rip a shot at Knuckles. It's 3. That is 15. That does hit. And 10 points of damage. Which you watch as Knuckles is used to this. He knows what his armor can do. He just stands there and those shots hit, and he's like, "Urgh," it does. There is an impact there, but he's like, "Is that the best you got, you fucking loser?" Into which, go ahead. In which he looks at that. He looks at that one and says, "Now it's my turn, fuck boy." Come there. And he pulls, and he's going to shoot with his assault rifle. Which, that 4, that's a hit. Oof, that's a lot of ones. Okay. His shot goes, hits. Again, that armor's something special because it's, it's withstand. He's hit. He's kind of lets out a that turns into a "You're gonna die tonight." All right. Now, Bozo 2 comes up. He's going to take a shot at... Just take a quick look here really fast. Yeah. So I'm looking at this. Knuckles is the better target. All right. Okay. What was that?
I said, Marco did kind of leave him to be a bullet fun.
Well, that's kind of what a solo is. Alright, so that is definitely a hit. Let's just get those over here. Let's... I need to get... Okay. Now let's do the roll. Okay, so 8 again. That shot just impacts on Knuckles' armor. He's still, he's like, whatever, fuck boy. Now this one, it's gonna move here. Whoops. It's gonna move here. Alright. Now from his perspective, he does see the two of you. Those could be easy targets. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads he's shooting at heads he's gonna shoot at you. Tails he's shooting at Toons.
Okay.
And Tails it is. Okay. That is a successful hit. 17. Toons, Toons takes the shot and she screams out as you can see that the bullet did pierce, but it pierced her side, and there's just that. There's a little bit of there's still a little bit of blood that's coming out, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Okay.
All right, and now it's your turn.
All right. She is.
Oh wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. It's actually Toons' turn. I totally forgot.
Oh shit! I forgot too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hold on just one second. Tunes is gonna come here. She is a little. We're not gonna flip her. Okay. She is at a -5, but she is gonna take her shot. And even though she takes her shot, it does go wild. It does go wide. Now it's your turn.
Okay. She is going to first put herself between Knuckles and Dunes,
Mm-hmm.
and take aim at this bozo, the one that fired at Dunes,
Okay.
and return fire.
All right. And for that one, we are now at a different range band. So I'm going to.
I think it's
With an assault rifle, it's now, because we're now in. No, it's still going to stay. Sorry. Yeah, it's still going to stay a 13. We're not. We're not under. Wait. Yes, we are. We are. We are under it. It's actually now. I need a 15 or higher.
okay. I got a 14, and I gotta roll a d10.
Yes.
16.
16 hits.
Alrighty. Now, what's control? It's control. 3, 4, 5. Four plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6, 20.
20. All right. Where'd you go? Okay, so that now goes down. And let's see, he's got to do a body save now. Okay, so he does make it. All right, but he is seriously wounded.
Fantastic.
All right. Now, this one right here. All right, he's going to continue shooting at Knuckles. If I could find out where that thing went. Oh, there it is. Alright, so that's 7. That does hit. Alright, so 17. that. So with that one, it does.
Excuse me, sorry.
You're good. You're good. So that was a 17. All right. Okay. All right. Now Knuckles says, "It's my turn, bitch."
I like Knuckles.
And boom, that is a hit. With a 16. And this guy is gone. Just get him off the board. He falls down and just is doing the kicking chicken for just a couple seconds.
Uh-huh.
Right. So, Bozo 2. It's coming up here. And he is going to try to... Oh, man. He is going to try... And he is now going to take a swing at Knuckles with a really big hammer.
Well, I don't know what I can do to help him with that. Except after the fact, maybe.
Okay. And that is going to hit for... Yep. He is going to take... that one... the last Bozo is going to take a shot at Komodo. And that does hit. And that's going to hit for 20.
Okay.
Okay, so now remember, you subtract your armor, which I believe your armor is at 13 for your body.
Let me see. It is at 11 for my body.
Okay, so you're going to subtract 11 from that, which leaves you with 9 left over. So that's how much damage you take. And your armor goes down 1.
Okay.
And that shot, it stings a little bit.
Where is my health on the sheet?
Okay, so your health is... you have... Oh. That's a good question. You're not dead. Did I not fill that in? Wow. Hold on just one second.
Maybe 18 was my health?
No. That's when you get seriously wounded, because that's half. So, 36 is your hit points. Let me just fix this really quick. You figure that out. And we said you took how much damage? 7? Because it was 20.
Yeah, and then minus my armor, so that's 9.
Yep.
Which I already moved it down to 10.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah. And then you just want to click that down, 9. And then, boom, you take a hit. Okay? And now it is Toons' turn, and she's now starting to get her head back in the game because her friend just got shot. She's going to move right over here. And she yells something in Korean. And that plus, where's your, oh, where'd you go? Oh, that is a hit. In which she does 16 points of damage to this bozo, in which this one also is now dead. All right. Now it is your turn again.
All right. Can I switch to my shotgun?
You can.
I didn't see anything about switching.
You can switch to a shotgun, but remember that if you, with a shotgun, you have to be kind of careful with it, because if you roll a 1, you're also going to get knuckles in the shot.
Fair enough.
But you can actually, I'm going to say that if you were to move like right here, well, I'll let I'll let you do your thing. I'm not going to play your character for you, but you can do what you want to do.
Okay, because she's gonna try and hit him with this slug and just kill him before he.
Okay, you're gonna.
His knuckles break out.
Okay, you're gonna try to hit him with a slug. All right.
Yep.
As long as you're not using a shell, you're good.
What was the range on that again?
Oh, so with a shotgun, with a slug, you need a 13 or higher.
That is 19.
That's a hit. And I do believe that that is 5d6.
Yep. 15.
15? with that 15, that is all it took.
Hell yeah.
Alright? And that bozo is dead. And then Knuckles turns and looks and says, "Hey, you guys okay?"
What was that?
Knuckles turns to all of you, to the two of you, and says, "You okay?"
Yeah.
Alright, get them pretty asses moving and follow me. And he begins running.
Let's get around to that cab.
Alright? And with that, just on the other block, as you guys make it through to the end of this block, you hear the sound of a heavy engine as this combat cab pulls in. He's like, "Get in, get in, get in!"
Komodo grabs Tunes and pushes her in.
And you get no really no fight from any of them as they get in, and you hear Knuckles tell the cab driver, "Haul ass, last round, let's go." He's like, "Last round it is. Oh, by the way, that'll be 150 eddies." And Knuckles is like, "Yeah, here you go," as he sticks his cred stick in the slot, and boom, the cab pulls away into the night, leaving the combat zone behind them. While we're in the cab, is there anything that you would like to do?
She is going to treat Tunes and herself and Knuckles if there's enough time.
Okay, there's going to be enough time to treat 2, not 3.
Okay. He's gonna take a look at Tunes and Knuckles then. She needs to keep them alive, otherwise they can't keep her alive.
Okay.
Alright, and... Because I know he got hit. I don't remember if his armor soaked all of it. Did he actually
So
take damage?
he actually took some damage. Both Toons and Toons took 4 points of damage, and Knuckles took 5 points of damage. He's just kind of like brushing you off, like, "Take care of her. This shit ain't nothing."
Okay. He's going to catch up to the side. You want me to make a
What the?
first aid or a paramedicine roll?
Paramedic. I mean, first aid. First aid.
Okay. So, my base stat is 8. I just need to roll 1d10, right?
Yes.
So, 16?
16. That is enough. Yep, that's enough. You're able to patch her up. I mean, the bullet just kind of grazed the skin, but she's kind of just like, she's out of it. Not really with it, not really against it, just kind of there.
Okay. Sure you don't want me to take a look at your knuckles?
We can do that when you can do that when I'm drinking.
Sounds good. And then she's going to try and stitch herself up since she took some damage too.
Okay. Go right ahead.
So 14.
No.
What the heck? Lord?
I know.
Just grabbing to die.
Something isn't right here. So I go ahead and try to bring all this stuff in. And then finally, you arrive at the last round.
Go read.
I know. It's almost as if, somebody did a little bit of work. Alright, let's just go ahead, drop you guys in here. Okay, good enough. Close enough. Boom. You are at the last round.
And we're alive to talk about it.
All right. Let me pull up my...
And can we grab a couple last Mai Tais?
Oh, yeah. You want some last Mai Tais, you do that. So, you know what? Since y'all some pretty badass bitches, you know what? This round's on me. And he walks up and goes to hands. It comes back with two last Mai Tais, and he has a big, just like this big thing of Zoom for himself, and that's like. Zoom is like just this, it's a big thing of Smash, and it's just very, very, very addictive alcoholic beverage.
Uh-huh.
And of course, there's music coming from Firebrand as they're playing, and surprisingly, they actually now have a couple friends. A couple fans that are there. They look, their age looks maybe a little questionable, but maybe, that show that they put on at the high school wasn't as bad as that reporter said. And of course, did you read the scream sheet?
Yes, I did. That made me laugh so much. I was like, that's exactly what she wanted to bring. Just chaos.
But
Oh, I love that.
Yep. All right. Tunes is okay. Am I bouncing out again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. So once you sit down, Tunes just isn't talking yet. But once again, if this is the last round, Firebrand is playing. The music is good, just not that good. And there are, and there's drinks to go around. And of course, Knuckles, he's just sitting there like, oh man, did you see that bozo tried to beat me in the head with a frickin' hammer, and I took it like a champ. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if I was going to see your brains.
You
outside your skull.
you gotta have brains to see them, babe. No.
You know what?
You did good out there.
You know what? I like Knuckles.
I like you too, especially that last shot with the shotgun. You're like, yo, you want to smash it? Look at my camera, faggot. Boom! It was the best thing I ever saw. Love it.
I mean, I gotta keep my investments alive.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of like that, Fucking bozos. Pieces of shit. There's nothing I hate more than frickin' bozos. They are the worst of the frickin' gangs. Alright, okay. Maybe they ain't as bad as Maelstrom, but still, they're pretty fucking low.
Has Toons touched her Mai Tai at all?
Oh, yes. Yes. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
it went down fast.
What did you see, Toons?
And Toons looks to you, and she just kind of shakes her head. And she's like, she asks Hans for another drink, and he brings it over. And she starts nursing it.
Komodo gives her time. Gonna go back to shooting the shit with the Knuckles.
Okay. And so Knuckles is like, hey, so you're a med tech, right?
Sure am.
You're a damn good one. So, you work for, like, you work for, who you working for? Or you just, out on your own?
Well, recent transplant to my city. Right now I'm on bronze team, whatever, so pretty much solo for the most part.
Oh, yeah. Bronze. I think I saw that on a scream sheet. Isn't that, oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah. That's good shit. You seen any weird shit?
I've seen a lot of kids overdosing.
Man.
Not that that's particularly bizarre.
Well, I keep hearing, like, word on the street is that, it's some new designer drug.
Yeah, I actually did take it from one of my patients.
Like,
Figure out what it is.
like you took it?
Yeah, I seized it.
Oh, yeah, okay. You seized it.
Yeah.
Got it. I was thinking you were like, give me some of that. Oh, that's good. You got, because like I said, I can't be the only one with brains around here. And if you're like med tech and like, you overdosing on that shit, let me get some. Ha ha ha.
I mean, I can tell you what drug I'd use if I wanted to actually die, and that would be what they're doing, so.
Like,
I don't understand what the purpose is, why these people are doing it.
You know, I always thought that, like, these little drugs and shit, I used to think, you know, hey, why are people doing it? And then, you know, you kind of come to think, if your life is shit, and let's be honest, life in Night City sometimes is shit. What's a drug or two, right? But I bet you anything that there's a fucking corporation behind it. Anything they can do to make a buck and keep themselves in power and keep this and just keep us, you know, stupid.
Which corporation would you put your money on?
I don't know. At this point in time, you could pick one. Fuck Militech. Fucking Militech. Biotechnica. Fucking goddamn. Even, you know, I bet you even, you know, God, Arasaka could be behind this shit for all we know. They hate fucking everybody that ain't them.
Yeah. You ready? You ready to talk tunes?
After about, you know, 20 minutes of just back and forth, just, you know, just kind of tunes just kind of sitting there, she reaches over and all she does is she puts her hand over yours and just squeezes it really, really tight. And you can feel that there's something underneath her hand, and she kind of doesn't want to let go. Does not want to let go of this. And she just kind of looks up to you, and you know that look of someone who's trying to hold back tears, but you can see them just welling up in the bottom of their eyes. That look of just like utter sadness. And she says, "Do you really want to see this?"
Yeah.
Okay. And she releases her hand after just, you know, and you can feel that hand trembling on top of yours, and it's vibrating whatever is between your two hands. It's almost as if she's fighting against herself to make your wish come true. Until finally, the better part of reason wins, and she lets go. And sitting over your hand is that chip. Now, if you want to, you can put that chip in your agent, and it'll play like a little, like it'll be like watching a movie on your cell phone kind of thing.
She's gonna do it.
Okay. The text, the screen is black, and it only says Test Subject 035, code name T. A young woman about the age of 17 is being secured in a chair. She's trying to fight against this man, but he is well overpowering her. You can see that this woman she's tired. She's, you know, probably hasn't been fed, is weak, but still putting up this fight. A man whose face cannot be seen because of the angle of the camera walks away and he comes back, and he affixes leads to the woman's chest, and a heart rate monitor comes to life, and it's visible on the screen next to the chair. You as a med tech, you can tell that that heart rate is elevated.
Yeah.
The man then puts a strange looking device over her eyes. It looks similar to Toombs' virtuality goggles, but much more archaic. Once he affixes it, after restraining her head with a with a band, the person in the chair begins to violently fight against the restraints. Silently screaming and pleading as the man walks over to the controls and pushes a few buttons. And on that screen, you can clearly see the words execute Soul Killer 1.2. The body violently shakes and thrashes against the restraints for a few seconds and then falls back on the chair, the heart monitor flatlined, as the man walks over to the now corpse and checks for vital signs. The screen that once had the command for Soul Killer now has another command that reads uploading engram CRX1ST3 version 1.4. After about 30 seconds, the man takes off the visor and undoes the restraints. The screen is showing an upload bar. As the bar is almost complete, the body begins to twitch. The heart monitor picks up signals for a moment. The body begins to quiver as the man reaches over the sides of the chair and pulls the paddles out and shocks the body once, twice, a third time, and the heart begins to beat. The eyes open, and a few words are spoken from the body, which now seems to be alive. However, screens start to flash, and the man rushes to hold the woman as she convulses as the heart monitor is going crazy. The body convulses and finally lays still. The man slams his hand on the table and gets up. The screen then fades to black with the words, Test Subject 035, Codename T, deceased. Engram derezzed. Test failure. Move to next site.
Okay. Knuckles.
She just kind of looks at you, and now there's no holding it back. Tears are flowing down her face. And she looks to you with just this utter sadness.
Moto kind of nods at her. Knuckles, gonna stick with us?
Yes. And she just finally, it takes her a moment, but she finally is able to find herself, and she says, "Do you know what that was?"
No.
I do.
Explain it to me.
There's imagine being told that the boogeyman is real. Imagine being told that God is real. And imagine seeing it. We net runners, we hear all the time, oh, don't go too far in the net. The corporations have soul killer, and it can completely and totally, it kills you and can copy your brain, leaving your body an empty shell. I never believed it. You just saw. We just saw, literally, that this truly exists. Us having this video, us having proof of this. If this gets out, we're dead. Whatever corporation is behind this, they can send an army after us. Now you know what. This is so big. I don't know what to do. I don't even know. I don't even know who to talk to. Who do we even go to with this?
I don't know.
The only thing that I can think of, the only person that I can think of is Dr. Keys. He's the guy who taught me how to run. But he's the only one that I think we can trust. He has no love for the corporations, but you know what? He might know something.
All right, then I guess we'll go talk to him.
Well,
sorry, Knuckles. Looks like you're stuck with us.
Right now, I don't know anybody who I'd rather be stuck with. And of course, at this point in time, Knuckles is like, I ain't gonna lie. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. But from the looks of that shit, either you guys just saw some wicked shit, or you guys saw some wicked shit. But, fuck it. As long as you're paying me, I'm with you. At least until the eddies run out.
Well, unfortunately, because of that little chip that you helped us procure, you're on the line too. You have no choice.
Ah, fuck me. Really? Oh.
Yeah, it's the agent. So that he can see it too.
And he watches it. And he's like, and it's kind of like the same thing. He's just, but only, he's not looking at it like, at the end, he's not looking at it like you guys, like, Toons is like, he's just kind of looking at it like, he has no idea what the fuck is going on. Because this is so far out of his wheelhouse, he's just like, whoa. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this much. If they're doing this, if they're doing this to women, fuck. I will fucking burn the goddamn city down.
they're doing it to kids.
Well, I would say that wasn't really a kid. Now, if it was a little kid, I'd be caught, yeah. But I understand what you're saying. You know what? Yeah, still ain't right. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. And with that, we're just going to take a quick little pause and a little touch in. I know that was, I meant that to be a very, very emotional scene. And really set a really dark tone. We okay?
I'm fine. I'll be honest. For the entire time you were talking, it was going in and out, so I would hear bits and pieces. But like the entire time that Tunes was talking, I basically didn't hear anything. I just heard something about God.
Damn it!
Or something.
Damn it! I have this really cool.
I didn't want to interrupt though, because I was like, maybe I'll get to hear it.
Damn it! What? Man.
But it sounds like they're emptying kids' brains to try and bring a network god out. I don't know.
I'll drop the,
Right here.
yeah. Here. Oh, man. And I've worked so hard on that scene.
I know, I'm sorry. I can tell you were really into it, which is part of the reason I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, it's okay.
Beyond hoping that it would work.
Yeah, it's alright. This is kind of one of those things about... It's one of those things about networks and stuff like that. But before we jump to our next scene, I think we're going to take a quick little break, and I'm going to go run to the bathroom and feed the cats, because they're bugging me right now. So let's take a good quick 5, and we'll get back into this, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. All right. I am back. Okay. And just let me know when you're back. Now, does the last round actually feel like a bar?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, now does the last round actually feel like a bar?
Yeah.
Just a little sleazeball den of a bar.
It's the exact kind of bar that I always go to. It's my favorite kind of bar.
You know.
Including the pool table.
Including the pool table. All right. I'm glad you like
The
it.
fact that I don't know how to play pool.
That's fine. Neither do I. But, yeah. A little bit of, I'm not done with this yet. I got a couple more things to add and clean it up a little bit, but I have a feeling we'll be back here again.
It looks great.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I actually do have fun building these things.
Mhm.
And I think the more I build these, the the better I'm actually getting with this whole system. All right. So Tunes says there's only one way I know how to get a hold of Dr. Keys. And that is, I gotta leave something in a dead drop. This is, and this dead drop is, it's actually in the corporate zone. I'm fairly certain that we can get in and get out safely. No one's gonna know. I don't think anybody yet knows who we are.
Alright, let's do it. Before we lose our chance.
So again, she calls the combat cab, and she's like, okay, I need you to take us to the corporate zone. We need to go to N Street. And the guy looks at her and says, "You want to go to the corporate zone?" She's like, "We pay you to drive, not ask questions." The guy looks at her and says, "Well, you're the one with the eddies. 450 eddies to get you there. 300 to get you back." She's like, "This will probably be just a one-way trip." And hold on a second. And of course, to get in, is there any conversation you wish to have on the trip?
No, I think Komodo's mostly. Let's see. Just thinking.
So, just pretty much a quiet ride.
Yeah, pretty silent, I would think.
Well, you would think. But you also have Knuckles with you. And he's just sitting there just humming along some random tune as he's just kind of, as his hand is out the window, just kind of going up and down, and you watch him kind of just, play like a kid playing with his hand in the air as they kind of move through, as a car moves through the night. Just doing like, finger guy that's running, jumping over cars.
Komodo watches and is probably rather entertained by his antics.
Okay.
Doesn't really comment on it.
Okay. All right. He's in his own world. Now this goes on until finally, you guys are dropped off at N Street. Komodo pays. Tunes pays. And she's like, "Okay, come with me." And she leads, and of course, you guys do stick out like a sore thumb, but again, there is traffic all throughout this area, both on the ground and in the air. As on the ground, there are cars that are going, and in the air, you can see AVs flying around. You can even see a trauma team AV just zip right through with their sirens blaring super loud. As the three of you are kind of walking in the sidewalk, you get sidelong glances. Most of the people just kind of give you their space. There are a few haughty women that are just like, ugh, as you're just walking, but you're too close for their comfort.
Yeah.
Several of the men, and matter of fact, why don't you, as a matter of fact, why don't you give me a, let me see where that's at really quick. Oh yeah, there we are. Why don't you give me a wardrobe and style check? It's under your social skills.
Okay, and I'm doing which one?
Wardrobe and style.
Wardrobe and style?
Yes.
Okay. $13.
13. All right. For the most part, you can tell that most of the people that are walking, they're wearing armored clothing, and yeah, you can tell that you're definitely not dressed for this occasion, but you don't care. Toons doesn't care. And Knuckles, he's just walking, you know? He's the hired muscle. He knows his place.
Right.
But what's a very interesting thing is, there are three people in very nice business suits, and you hear them go, "Clarence, is that you?" And for just the second, Knuckles' shoulders just kind of slump and come right back up as he turns around and says, "Yeah, what do you want?" "Oh, Marcus, Demetrios, and, of course, Seth. You guys here on business, or are you just here to make some bat scratch?" And they kind of look at him and go, "Yeah, we took the offer. We have jobs. And look at us. Look at you. You should have listened. Clarence. Hey, you know my name is Knuckles." "Okay, Clarence." And with that, all three of them just kind of open up their jackets and show some very nice, very expensive pistols. They're like, you should have played nice. That was an awesome job, and you screwed yourself. Hey, I don't play that game, you know it. And this conversation's over. Ladies, let's go someplace, I don't know, less stupid." And he continues just to walk. And he's walking kind of fast.
Komodo makes a sarcastic bow in the three's direction and follows after.
And Toon says something in Korean, which you can clearly tell. You don't even have to speak the language. It was very derogatory.
I'm sure.
But as you guys get, out of earshot, hey, sorry about that. I didn't expect to run into them here.
Nothing to apologize for.
All right. Now I know curiosity's gonna kill the cat. You're gonna want to ask questions. So, go ahead, ask away.
Are they going to be a problem?
I hope not. But right now, I don't really think so. Because, they were assholes in the war. They were the assholes of our unit. And now they're assholes in rich suits. We used to be, when we got done with the war and we all came back, yeah, they were throwing money at us. Corporations were throwing money at us for security. I got some morals. They don't. So, I think, at least here, we're honest. Them, they'll say whatever, they'll say whatever who's paying them wants to hear. I don't play that game. Fucking pieces of shit.
You used to run with them?
Yeah. I used to be their squad leader. Back in the war. Yeah. So, of course, you know how they feel. The tables have turned. No, not really. I'm the one who's free.
I'm sure. Well, free enough.
I hear that.
Quite our predicament.
I hear that. And, of course, Toons, at this point in time, she's kind of looking, and she's like, yep, it's this one. And she walks up to one of the street lamps. It kind of bends down, and she reaches in and pulls out a piece of paper. And she finds she kind of reaches down, and she knows exactly, she moves a little metal piece that if you did not know where this was, no one would ever see it. Just moves it back, drops the piece of paper in, and moves it back up as if like nothing happened. Takes her about, less than a second. And then, of course, she's kind of looking there, tying her shoe, making it look like she was, down there for the whole thing. And then she gets up, and she's like, how do you guys feel about getting some new wheels?
Getting some new what?
Wheels.
That sounds like a very worthwhile investment.
Hey, Knuckles, you want to stick it to someone? Sure. Let's do it. Fuck 'em.
What have you got in mind?
Oh, I'm thinking I'm thinking, you know what? Let's steal a car.
Fuck it.
All right. Just clear this really quick. What's up?
I'm just laughing at my guinea pigs. We're doing judo on each other right now.
Okay.
So funny watching them take one of their back feet and plant it in the other guinea pig's face.
After a while of walking, Tunes is like, she kind of taps you on the shoulder. She's like, see the green van?
Yeah.
I want it.
How we do it?
Well, and with that, she kind of looks to you and says, be my eyes.
Sorry, what was that?
She said, be my eyes for a moment. As she,
Those my eyes?
no, she says, be my eyes.
Oh, okay.
As she reaches up and she grabs her virtuality goggles and sticks them down over her face. To you, absolutely nothing's changed. But to Tunes, the world is now, she now sees the world in red, as through her virtuality goggles, life is just kind of, the world is taking on a whole new perspective. Where did everything go? Oh, there they are. You just kind of move everything as I'm just. Bring everything here. You see Tunes there, as she's just kind of doing her thing. Let's see. Do I have it? I could have sworn I built it.
That's me.
But what Toon sees in front of her is this large creature. This, which is a visual representation of the black ice of the vehicle. And then I'm not going to do a whole bunch of rolling and basically role play with myself. It's not what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
But you watch as Toons is, she's almost, it's like she's fighting with something. As she's moving around and she's kind of taking, she's like, looks like she's taking a swing at something until like what seems like maybe an hour for her, a long time for her, was no more than about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
As the lights on the car, they beep as if it's unlocked, and she opens and she takes her glasses off, kind of shakes her head and wipes her eyes. An interesting thing is, as she's wiping her eyes, you can clearly see that there's a little bit of blood coming out from them, and she's like, "Okay, you want to drive?"
I don't know the city. One of you two needs to.
I love driving. And as you get into the car drives off, and as the car drives off, the camera begins to fade, and that is going to be our session for the night.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I loved it. Obviously, there have been a couple of audio issues.
Yeah.
So I'll wait for the recording to go up, and then I'll go listen back to
Okay.
the little pieces that I missed.
Yep. I'm going to try I'm still working on a couple other recordings to see if I can fix the audio. But the first session that we did after the first session, so I'll try to get this up and fixed, and we'll see how this comes out. Hopefully it comes out good, because I really want you to hear what I had put together.
I really want to hear it too.
Yep.
I didn't want to ignore it, and I figured you were recording, I was like, cool.
But yeah. So what's your thoughts?
I like the way that it's coming together. It's definitely coming together a bit more slowly than our original BTM game was, but completely different game, not comparable.
Yeah.
I do like it though, because it's giving me a chance to get into Komodo, and he's a much different character.
Yeah, I'm kind of letting you figure everything out, and I'm still trying to figure it out, and
Yeah.
but ultimately I think we're gonna have fun.
I do think I maybe need to make Komodo a bit more bitchy, but she hasn't really had any reason to be like that. So.
True.
I
And
haven't had a bad
no. And let's go with 18. 18 improvement points. And yep, and don't forget that you can spend those at any point in time.
Oh. My experience points.
Your improvement points are on the.
Here we go. And how many am I at?
18.
18.
Yes.
So I'll have 44
Yep.
total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can. There we go. And then I can add them.
Yes. Yes. So let's. Okay. Let me remind myself on spending IP